Hello everyone, it's Weston to Other Eyes with another video forecast. In today's video, we're going to be breaking down the upcoming severe weather coming to the Midwest and the Dixie Valley, along with parts of the Ohio Valley. Starting off with the Day 2 outlook, we currently have a extremely large, moderate risk for portions of Missouri, Iowa, Indiana, even to parts of Kentucky, Tennessee, and even a little bit of northeastern Arkansas. Now, whenever we go and look at the tornado, there is a upside to this one, as I should have pulled this up earlier before, but I'm extremely sorry about that. But if we go and look at over here on the NAM, and we will head back to that SPC outlook here in a second. As you can tell, this afternoon, we could get a few little storms start to fire up. That's why we do have a marginal risk around this area. Isolated tornado threat is possible. Did not mean to take a sounding on that. But very discreet, or very limited in storm mode. As you can tell, this is tomorrow, though. We're going to see a swath of storms start to move across parts of the Midwest, and then even into the Ohio Valley. We are currently questioning if storms will fire here. So that is a big question, but we do think they will. As you can tell, any storm that stays discreet will pose a higher tornado threat, and then that's the system for Saturday. And we will dive deeper into that here in a moment. Now, has this loaded yet? It has not. So I'm just going to have to close that out now. But surface-based CAPE, as you can tell, there is actually some CAPE here, and that is going to bring that marginal threat. But as you can tell, we just see an explosion of CAPE for tomorrow. But as you can tell, it's not the greatest. As you can tell, the highest CAPE is up here into parts of Iowa, where we do have that moderate risk in play. Now, as we look ahead, we do get a lot of CAPE down here, upwards of around 3,000 joules, 4,000 joules per kilogram, maybe. If we go and walk that a little more, as you can tell, that pushes eastward, and eventually our system does move offshore. Now, look at the significant tornado parameter. Tomorrow, yeah, there's going to be a big window, anywhere from 5 to around early morning time, anywhere in this area, and it'll start to push more to the east before dying out. A very high tornado threat is going to be possible, but as you just saw, extremely high levels. As we will actually dive back into that, like I said here in a moment, deeper on that area. Now, if we go and look at the GFS, the GFS does not show this as this like huge system. It shows actually not that many storms, but it's definitely something we have to watch for as that Boeing segment and a possible derecho. Now, moving forward, this is the GFS CAPE. Not very much, as you could tell, and there's still not that much even tomorrow on the GFS, but that is one of our long-range models. We do not have all of our short-range models in yet. So this is the European. As you can tell, it shows much better. Shows the storms firing down here. Now, they are a little bit more broken. We do have to watch for these like kinks in the line here for any tornado to get going. Long track violent tornadoes are going to be possible tomorrow, along with Saturday. Now, if we go and look at the Day 3 outlook, we have an extremely rare Day 3 moderate and quite a large enhanced risk also. Now, my thoughts on this. It's going to be, do we see morning convection out ahead of this in this area? If the answer is no, then I feel we are going to see a push a bit more to the east for our moderate risk, we also get a bit of a push to the east on all of our risk categories. But I feel a high risk will be implemented if we do not see storms in the morning or even just rain across portions like that area. It might be more confined like this, but I feel somewhere in this general area will potentially see a high risk, and I will be the first to let you know if that happens, as the probabilistic will load. As you can see, we're at a 45% down here. This is extremely rare. I'm going to go 15% tornadoes for sure tomorrow. And I'm not quite sure what the wind will be nor the hail. Now, if we look at the NAM down here now, you can tell, as of now, we're not seeing morning convection. And that is bad. And as you can tell, we're getting these supercellular storms. As this one's even like kind of forming a hook here. As that is not what we want to see. Storms will continue and become more linear as they move to the eastward into our slight and marginal risk over here. But definitely in the beginning, for the first like 6 hours of the storm system, they're going to be supercellular storm mode. Cape we've already seen, but just to go over it a little bit more in depth down here, we see a large swath of the highest Cape back here towards our moderate risk. Our moderate risk is around this area. Push that a little too far. It is actually about this area. But just a general idea. Lots of Cape back here. And it will continue to march eastward before going offshore. NAM on significant tornado parameter. That's the thing that I held off on. So that's tomorrow's system here. 5, 6, like, and it just gets higher. Like, this is going to be a very unstable environment. Anywhere in here, you need to be weather aware. No matter your risk area, a tornado could happen. And as you can tell, we have that significant tornado parameter all the way off the coast. So no matter where you are, please stay weather aware. And as you can tell here, GFS is also getting on board with no morning convection, but it does have it a bit more linear before we do see high pressure build in. Here, if we look at Cape here on the GFS, it is a bit higher than it was up in the northern area. As you can tell, around 3,000 joules per kilogram. But it does like the idea of more linear than supercellular. I feel the European shows this a lot better. It shows more scattered storms, but it also is showing a bit more linear towards the end of this event across this area, where I feel we will still be seeing supercells out here. And we are going to have to watch for any storms to get going out ahead, because we will be starting to see storms fire all across that area. But as you can tell, if we move that, it does start to die out as it moves to the eastward and eventually offshore. But these are things that we have to watch for. Hope you guys all did enjoy today's video. Please make sure to drop a like and subscribe if you did enjoy, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.